Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Pit Stall Premier Series here on iRacing, their truck season finale here at Homestead. 125 laps of racing here at Homestead Racing Speedway here, Southern Florida. Right now, they're in qualifying. Watching Luke Gray out there, the 29 Sinclair car. He is one of 4 cars still vying for this championship here, the Truck Series at Pit Stall Premier. Putting down some laps here at Miami Homestead. Miami's a 1.4, pretty much a 1.5 mile oval. These guys will reach speeds about 175 miles an hour in a pack. See, Luke had a little bit of trouble off of 2, a little loose. The car, from talking to some of these guys before the race, the car is super loose. They're working on a modified setup. Luke 3430. Derek Paulson out there, 3354, 3342 for Brian Miskell, and that 33 right there. Jeffrey Clifton up to 3327, showing them how it's done. 1510. Luke Gray right back up there to 3310. And of course, you have number 6 Derek Paulson out there laying down fast laps like he always does. Kevin Winker in the 42, coming out to take some laps. Chris Medford in the 44 out there, putting some laps down right now. He is 3rd fastest at 33.01. Putting those tires down to the white line, coming back up. Todd posting a lap, and then crashing right into your screen right there. Go back to Mr. Winker, burning off some fuel, getting his tires warmed up on that outside. 8 cars have qualified so far. Chris Medford at 32.81 so far, your pole setter. Let's see what Kevin can do here in that 42. Right now, it's 9th fastest, 10th fastest. Greg Wellen gets up there, 33.82. Brandon Medford, that 83, gets up there, 33.01. Everyone's chasing the 44 Medford out there. Winker coming across for his 2nd lap. Let's see if he can improve. Improve slightly to 33.23. Right now the 83 goes up to the top. 32.80. Just barely squeaking by, I'm going to guess, his brother. So Brandon beats his brother by 1/100th of a second. 32.80 or 32.81. Again, we're at Pit Stall Premier, not at Iowa. Oh, that's not good. We're at Homestead here in Miami. Track temp is going to be nice. It's only 68 degrees temperature here in iRacing. No real wind. So it should be fairly good track conditions for these guys here at Homestead Miami Speedway. 125 laps. They're going to have 2 fast repairs, 50% fuel, and they'll have 3 sets of tires to play with. Just going to be a good race. Again, this is the Truck Series finale. The 4 drivers still in it for the Truck Series Championship. Jeff Clifton is up top, that 15 car. He's going to be your #1 points so far in the Truck Series. Jeff Clifton, that 15. Then you have Kevin Winker, who in that 42. Then Luke Gray, who's in that 29. And then Sean Wilder in the 91 is 4th. So those are your 4 guys vying for the Truck Series Championship still. Another race left here in the Pit Stall Premier Series Championship with the different cars, whether it be Cup, Truck, or Xfinity. That is right now scheduled for December 4th. It's going to be the Cup cars at Talladega. So we got a couple weeks and we'll get down to business and finish out a champion for the entire Pit Stall Premier Series. Right now, Homestead, 125 laps here at the 1.5 mile oval. We'll be back in just a second for some racing. All right, we're back. We've got about a minute left going over driving rules right now with the drivers. We'll be racing under the lights here at Homestead. Got on the left-hand side, you see the qualifying results for the 12 cars that did qualify. There are 14 cars here. 2 cars you didn't see go out. Number 84, Lucky Len McNeese. This is Len's track. I mean, he has a lot of success at Homestead. We'll see if he can put that 84 up front
Auto shutdown initiated
and get a victory. After that, you have 91, Sean Wilder. He did not qualify either. Again, it's not required. So these guys will come out and start from the back and work their way up to the front, hopefully. Getting set, just about time to start gridding up here. We'll look at the
auto shutdown canceled.
The grid for right now. On the pole again, Brandon Medford in that 83. Just barely beating out Chris Medford. In the 44, inside row 2, Greg Wellen in that 11. Outside of Greg, Randy Bledsoe in that 81. In row 3, Derek Paulson in the 6. Outside of him is Todd Poston. Got to watch out for that 31. He's been on a tear lately. In row 4, Luke Gray in the 29. Outside of him, Jeffrey Clifton in that 15. In row 5, Brian Miskell in the 33. And Kevin Winker in that 42. Row 6, you have Mikey Campbell in the 092. And the 94 of Troy Radford. In the last row, row 7, Sean Wilder in that 91. Outside Sean, that 84 of Len McNeese in those Darrell Waltrip colors that we love to see. Well, there's your starting lineup. Again, Brandon Medford on the pole in the 83 car, squeaking it out over Chris. Just barely, but enough to get that pole, get that number 1 pit stall position. That's what you're looking for. Getting ready to start going green, or go racing, waiting for everyone to grid up at the moment. Pace truck will take us around, and Brandon will lead us to the green flag to get this race started. 125 laps here. Pit Stall Premier Series. This is some of the better drivers here in iRacing. Racing here at Homestead on the Victory Lane Broadcasting Network. Thank you guys for joining us. Hope they put on a good show. These guys are known to do that. I'm sure they'll do good tonight. Going into turn 3 here. Brandon Medford is going to slow him down to pace speed, 65 miles an hour. As we get off turn 4, pace truck should go down into pit road and we'll be ready to go racing here. First lap of 125 coming up. We're on Victory Lane Broadcasting, the Pit Stall Premier Series. Pace truck is in. Brandon gets him going. We're under green. It's a long race. These guys need to save their tires, obviously. They're going to be doing a lot of throttle pedaling here in the corners. See Brendan take that right in front of his brother, Chris. Behind the turn, number 3, Medford 83, still leading. Those two are kind of setting sail a little bit. Greg Well in the 11 car trying to keep up with these guys. We got the 81 Randy Bledsoe to his outside. Or Derek Paulson in that 6 car has Mr. Bledsoe to his outside. See everyone come off of turn 2, no one into the wall. That's the good sign. Tires are fresh. Here comes the 6 car, Derek Paulson, coming up on Greg Well in the 11. The 11 and the 6, no stranger to being at the front of the pack here in Pit Stall Premier. These guys are always up in the top 5, it seems. Derek takes it to the inside of Greg, going into turn number 1. A lot of give and take here. Here on lap 3, let's go. Todd Poston nearly in the wall there. Coming off the 2. Greg's going to keep that high line. Bledsoe underneath him. Here comes Todd Post, and he's working underneath Brian Miskell Jr. now. Underneath Greg Well. I'm going to try to take this position going into turn number 1. Dives on down. Prior to this race, I talked to Todd. Todd's going to take that position. Talked to Todd. He was trying to get that top line to work for him. something happened there. See if we can go back and take a look. This looks like Luke Gray, maybe. I don't see anything going on with Luke there. There he is. Just spun her out there on the front stretch. Hit the wall. Well, that's no fun. Looks like Troy Radford in the 94 also had some contact with the wall. He's in the pits right now. But up front, still that 83 and a 44, although here comes Chris Medford down to the inside. As Brian's trying to find that top lane. Chris is going to take it there in turn number 3, down the inside of him. It's good, clean racing right there. Brandon choosing to keep the car in one piece, and he'll fight him later on in this race. Todd Poston in third, also coming out of nowhere. Ran a bunch of laps before this race, hoping to find a line. Looks like he's found a good line, a fast line. He's approaching the numbers right now. Got a group of about 5 cars that are within about a second of each other. They're all racing, actually 6 cars within a second and a quarter, all the way to Brian Miskell Jr. in the 33. Although he goes kind of high towards the wall. After Brian, go back to the 11 car. Greg Weller. He's back here. Kevin Winker, Jeffrey Clifton, those 3 cars. Winker and Clifton again racing for that championship. Clifton points leader right now for the truck series. Winker currently in second. Luke Gray, who already had an incident, is still on this lead lap. He's in 13th position. And Sean Wilder is in 11th position. So these guys up front, though, we'll go back to the 44. Chris Medford leading this race. Right behind him. And Todd Poston, who every turn looks like he's going to hit the wall, in third. See right now, Chris Medford just able to stretch it out to about a 4 or 5 car length lead right now over Brandon Medford. Todd Poston is coming knocking, though, on that 83. Seems to be a little better, maybe coming out of 4 than he does through 1 and 2. We'll see what Todd does here at 3 and 4. It's a little bit of a tighter line to the white line. Just a little faster. Looks like Brandon may have adjusted his line there a little bit too, kind of to account for Todd making up some time there. Todd dug it in a little deep there. Got to be careful. We're 11 laps in, and about 5 or 10 more laps, those tires are going to feel really nice and worn. And you have to really play the throttle a little bit more. You see Todd get right on the bumper of the 83, going into 3. So clearly driving in a little deeper than the 83. 83 has better get off on 2 and 4, which will be able to put out a car length between him and the 31. Now you see the top 3 cars all going down to the white line for the apex. The car drift up out at 2 and 4 towards the wall. I think Todd is content, I think, right now to stay behind Brandon in that 83, and they're just going to stay behind Chris and let him lead this race for right now. Randy Bledsoe in 4th, he's coming. There's Miskell and that 33, Derek Paulson reaching for that high line in the 6 car, trying to make it work. That is usually the preferred line as the runs continue. That top line, you see Derek just go right on by and take Greg Wellen with him, although Greg's going to slide back down to the bottom side. And now Brian's going to try that high line. Come back a little bit more. There's Jeffrey Clifton. He's your points leader right now, all by himself. He's got Kevin Winker behind him. Kevin is second in points right now. They're just biding their time, getting the feel for their car, getting a feel for this setup. Again, it was a custom setup these guys were using. Really loose, so a lot of these guys just want to get comfortable. 14 laps in, still have over 100 laps to go, so a lot of racing to go tonight. Kevin Winker riding that white line in the turns, letting the car shove up out of 2 and 4. Behind him, lucky Len McNeese. Again, I told you before this race, Len loves this track. Started in the back. We'll see if he can recover and take that Darrell Waltrip 84 Western Auto towards the front. A lot of stuff's going to happen in this race. You're going to have fuel mileage issues. That's something that Len excels at. So see what Len can do there. Behind Len, you got the 91 Sean Wilder. He's in the 1 tonight. Shows us 1. There's Sean Wilder right there. He's 4th in points for this Truck Series Championship, which is concluding tonight. Behind him, the 092 Mikey Campbell. And then you have Luke Gray, who is 12 seconds back. Back up front, though, it's that 44. He's getting pushed now by the 83. It looks like Todd Poston's falling back a bit. Half a second's back of that 83 now. And again, just kind of stretch it out. Take a look at the car map. You can see it's about a third of a lap between first place and 12th place. Chris Medford continues to take him around this track and show him how to get around here fastest. We're on lap 18 right now. Todd Post is still in 3rd. Randy Bledsoe in 4th. Derek Paulson in 5th. Really your battles right here. Derek, Todd, Randy, and Brian. Those 4 cars. You see right there, Derek run that middle of the lane. Greg Willen run the bottom. Randy and Todd, I think, are moving up the track slightly. See, Randy's going to try to make a move for the position. He's going to slide down low. Todd is up in the wall. That's going to kill him right there. He was having trouble with that in practice and going to get a position to Randy. Actually, Derek's going to go to Todd too. And probably Greg as well. So Todd will slip back to 6th position now. Back up here to the front though. The Medford show. Chris and Brandon. 1-2. Got about a second and a half almost on 3rd place. Continue to lead this thing. Jeff Clifton right there. Len McNeese is coming. Again, Len loves a long run here at Homestead. He's really good on tires, good on fuel savings. So I would expect Len to go a few more laps more than some of these guys on his tank of gas. Up here you got Randy Bledsoe, Derek Paulson, and Greg Wellen, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, all fighting it out. Greg Wellen goes to the inside. Derek Paulson, Derek's running that high line. He's got more gas and better get off the turn. And it looks like that 11's a little bit faster than Derek right now. Derek rolls off the throttle and gets going, but he's going to end up in 5th position. There's Len McNeath now making the move on number 15, Jeffrey Clifton, your points leader. Let's see if Len can make the pass. So smooth. Len's a veteran. Makes that pass, gets in front of the 15. And away he goes, up to 8th position now. Lap 23 right now, getting close to the pits. Still think they got a few more laps to go. Back to Chris Medford in the lead. Stretched out a little bit over the 83, and here he comes. Chris is in the lead, coming down pit road. Randy Bledsoe in the pits. Brian Miskell Jr. in the pits. And there's your leader now, Brandon Medford, in that 83, your pole setter. Got Greg Wellen, Derek Paulson, Todd Poston, Len McNeese, and Kevin Winker. So 6 of the cars stayed out. Let's see what they do this time by. Looks like Brandon's about to come in. Everyone's coming in now, with the exception of the 94. Everyone's just putting gas in, it seems like. Let's see what Brandon does in the 83. So 25 laps. Fills up on gas and he's out of here. And there's the 44, the leader. Well, he will be the leader, Chris Medford. He went in, got his gas, and he's out front. He has stretched his lead out now to over 2 seconds over second place. And he's coming up on lap traffic at 0.92 of Mikey Campbell. There's your leader now after the first round of pit stops, the 44, Chris Medford. Almost 3 seconds back, you have the 11 of Greg Wellen, and then you have the 83 of Brandon Medford right there. You see Brandon trying to get around the 11, so he can catch that 44. 26 laps in, 27 now. So 98 laps to go. Here at Homestead for the truck finale of the Pit Stall Premier Series here on Victory Lane Broadcasting. Right now that 44 car is super stout. Chris Medford showing everyone the way. Greg Wellen, Brandon Medford, Derek Paulson, Randy Bledsoe giving chase as well. Field is stretching out though, the more we get on. All green flag racing so far, no cautions. And your 4 cars left in the championship. Jeffrey Clifton, who is first in points, he's sitting in 8th. Second in points, Kevin Winker is in 9th. Third in points is Luke Gray. He's sitting in 12th, and he is about a quarter of a lap from going a lap down. And then fourth in points, Sean Wilder. Sean right now is actually sitting in 14th. He is 2 laps down. The 94 Troy Radford in the pits. Looks like Greg Well and Brandon Medford kind of settled into a rhythm now. 83 behind that 11. Well, here comes Derek Paulson, and that's 6. Derek is 3/10 behind the 83 right now and making way on that high side. Bunch of different lanes around this track. As the tires wear, that top line is really good. Right now, these guys are sitting on tires. No one, doesn't look like anyone changed tires, but except the 92 and maybe the 91. Everyone else just fuel only. So they have 31 laps on their tires right now. As Derek Paulson way high up there in that high line. Let's see, we watch him. He's making hay though. He's making it work. Gonna watch 83 go down low. Derek will keep it up top. Around that black line, you see where his left tires are. He's just nice and smooth. See what we can do down the front stretch here. Getting closer and closer to that 83. Lost a little bit there. Here he comes. That high line, you're able to keep yourself in the gas more on that high line. It's just a farther length of the track here, whereas Medford in the 83 is cutting down low, but he has to throttle, he has to get on and off the throttle a little bit more to work that low line. Again, it's a shorter way around the track, so that's what you got working right here between the 6 and the 83. Chris Medford still showing the way in that 44. He's running some of the fastest laps out there. Ran a 34:41 last lap, which is so far based on what everyone's crossing the fastest lap, although Len McNeese is right there at 34:43. He's in 9th place, but he's 14 seconds back. Len's going to need some strategy, try to get himself back to competition with the front. Chris Medford with nearly a 4-second lead over second place Greg Wellen, who is starting to pull away from Derek Paulson there. Looks like the 83 has lost some grip and he's falling back behind the 6 car. He's about 4/10 slower than these cars in front of him last lap. Seems to find his rhythm again, get back in his rhythm. He'll stay up front with these guys as they chase down that 44 Chris Medford. You see the 6 car just kind of pulling away. Maybe Brandon may have cooked his tires a little bit, so he's got to get off the gas a little more. Tires aren't handling quite as well. You see the cars start to track up the track before they were on that white line. 36 laps on these tires. Gotta stay up top. Take a break, give these tires a break. That's what they're trying to do right now. Behind Brandon, you have Randy Blitz on the 81. About 2 seconds back of the 83. Mr. Medford. 4 seconds back of Randy. Todd posting that 31. He was up there in 3rd place for a while. Fell back a little bit and hit the wall. In turn 1, hurt his car a little bit. Still up to speed, still doing good. 2 seconds behind Todd, Jeffrey Clifton, your points leader, sitting in 7th. Just running his race right now, putting laps down. Behind Jeff, you have Brian Miskell and that 33. You see the 94 right there, Troy Radford. He is 1 lap down behind Brian. There's Len McNeese. He's running some good laps. He's just mired back in 9th place right now. Kevin Winker in 10th. Second in points right now. Having a tough race so far as it is. And the 092, Mikey Campbell. Luke Gray right there. He is third in points. He is ever so close to being lapped now. At 44 is coming. Probably a good 7 or 8 laps until we see pit stops again. Chris Medford continues to stretch that lead out over 4 seconds now. Over Greg Well in that 11 car. Chris is using a combination of pit strategy and time on pit road just to really stretch that lead out. Here he comes. A little faster than before. He wants some tires, I think. He's going to come on in. Lap 41. Greg Welland, everyone else staying out. He's the only one to pit. It is kind of early. He pitted on lap 23 last time. Just gas. That's all he put in. Filled her up with gas and took off. So he must be comfortable with those tires. Here comes Greg Well on the 11. So again, everyone's going to start following what he does. You force the hand of some of these guys. Here comes Todd Poston at 31. It looked like he was coming in. Maybe not. He might have had some problems there. Let a bunch of cars go by. So your leader right now is a 6 car, Derek Paulson. He was racing that high line. Now he's come down a little bit. About 42 here. He last pitted on lap 24, so he should theoretically be about 5 laps away from his next pit stop. We'll see what he does. If he stays out or if he goes in. The 42, Kevin Winker, is in pit road. Derek has a 1 second lead over the 83, Brandon Medford. This is where all your strategies start to play out. If you're going to try to stretch fuel, you start to slow down, or not. 83's in. There's Brandon Medford's in the pits. Again, it looks like everyone's getting tired. Kevin Winker's getting tires. We'll see what the 83 does. Derek continues to lead him around this track. Luke Gray's in the pits right now. Brandon Medford, fuel only. Luke Gray, fuel only. Only a few cars getting tires still. They still have 2 more sets. Got 80 laps to go. We're on lap 45. Derek Paulson, who has claimed the lead after a few pit stops, about to put the 83 a lap down. He does. So Brandon Medford now a lap down. Although he should power right by him here. Well, he's not sitting on new tires, so. I think Derek will let him go and play it safe. At 46 right now. Derek Paulson is your leader. Should be coming close to pits this lap, maybe next lap. Len McNeese down pit road, the 84. That 6 car is going to stay on out. 6 car stays out. Looks like the 81. Second place, Randy Bledsoe down pit road. That gives 3rd place now to Jeffrey Clifton. Actually gives 2nd place Jeffrey Clifton. Jeff's your points leader on this truck series for Pit Stall Premier. Todd Poston sitting in third. Brian Miskell in the 33 down pit road. The 092, Mikey Campbell down pit road. Here it goes. Let's see if the 6 car comes in this time. It's going to keep it out. Derek Paulson down into 1. Jeff Clifton down pit road. Now Todd Poston's in second. 13 seconds back up your leader. Off of turn 4. Will Derek come down this time? Here he comes. Here comes your leader. Derek Paulson. We're down pit lane. Let's see what he does. Will Todd Poston come down? No. Looks like Todd's going to stay out. He'll get the lead here. Let's see what Derek does here in the pits. Looks like it's fuel only for Derek as well. There he goes. Gets his fuel, comes on out. Your leader right now, that 31. The pink and the black. Todd Poston in 3. Trying to stretch it now with fuel. Probably come into the pits now. Here he comes. That's going to hand the lead over to that 44. Chris Mefford. And he has about a 5-second lead right now on Greg Wellen. Let's see where it sits when Derek comes out. Actually, Derek is 8 seconds back of Chris. So this field is seriously stretched out right now. This has been the 44 show. Chris Mefford has done a fantastic job tonight, pacing this field around. They're between 20 to 23 laps per pit cycle. So we're on lap 51. He came in last time on 40. So probably expect to see him in the next 10 to 15 laps. Again, he's got a 5-second lead right now on Greg Wellen, that 11 car. 3 seconds back at Greg is the 6 car, Derek Paulson, who led for a little bit when everyone came down for the pits. So right behind Derek, you have the 83, your pole setter, Brennan Medford, who was up there with Chris for a while. Some different pit strategies put him behind, and he has struggled to get back up there with that 44. 4 seconds back at those guys, the 81, Randy Bledsoe. Behind Randy, this is your first guy, second in points. Kevin Winker in that 42. And that Target cartwheel car. Behind Kevin, 5 seconds behind him, that 15 of Jeffrey Clifton. Again, Jeff leading the points right now for the Truck Series, Pit Stall Premier Series Championship. Behind Jeff right there, you see him, the 84, Len McNeese. Right now he's 21 seconds back of the leaders. Behind Len, at 33, it's 5 seconds behind Len, 33, Brian Miskell. You see him with a little bit of rear damage, but hit the wall a little bit coming off a turn, it looks like. Behind Brian, Todd Poston at 31. The more this race goes on, the further back Todd follows. This looks like he's having a tough go with that loose race car. 9 seconds back in, Mikey Campbell in that 092 in 11th place. In 12th place, Troy Radford right there, that 94. Sitting a lap and a half back of the leaders. In 13th, you have Sean Wilder. He's 4th in the championship points. Having a rough day tonight. He's sitting 3 laps down, I believe. Behind Sean, Luke Gray. Luke was 3rd in points, and he is now 4 laps back. So there's your field. This man is putting on a show. Chris Medford, the 44. All green flags so far. 56 laps into 125. Now 44 is the man tonight. It's going to take a serious error on his part. Take this championship away from him. Or pardon me, not championship. Take the win away from him. He has been dominant. Yeah, and he's probably about 5-10 laps away from a pit stop still. Based on how everything's going, he's almost 6.5 seconds up on 2nd place Greg Wellen. I'm looking at his lap times. His lap times are just so fast compared to 2, 3, 4 tenths faster. Kevin Winker all of a sudden is putting some fast lap times too down. Again, he's working. He's got fresh tires. He's up to 5th. So that definitely, he's made that work. He's 11.5 seconds back, kind of catching up on the 44. I would imagine next pit stop, the 44 is going to take tires. The 1 or the 91 Sean Wilder there on the low side. Now Mopar truck. Sean's going down the pits. Chris Medford in turn number 1. 7 seconds up on 2nd place Greg Wellen. You see lap times there. He's just been faster. You see how he's just grown that lead over the last 5 laps over Greg Wellen. Wellen able to take a little bit back that time. A little bit faster. Looks like that 44 was thinking about coming down the pits. Really slow right now. Don't know what's going on with him. Here he comes. Oh, he is very slow. I don't know if he's slowing down, letting everyone catch up or what. Oh, the yellow flag is out. See what happened here. Well, that's a break for most of these guys. Get this field bunched up. Actually, it's the yellow flag. That's the end of the stage, I believe. So that's why the 44 Chris Medford slowed down into the stage. Here, lap 60. Should give the free pass, I'm going to guess, to the 092 of Mikey Campbell. And I would imagine everyone's going to come down, get 4 sets of fresh tires, fill those tanks up, and get back to racing here. We'll watch Chris in pit road. There goes the tires. Everyone's going to get fresh rubber. Make these cars feel so much better. The 42 though, he's out first. Fuel only. Remember, he changed tires last pit stop and made his way up to 5th. A little bit of strategy there, Kevin Winker. Got him up front, which is what he wanted. That'll put Chris Medford in the 44 in second. And there's 42. Again, he is second in points behind Jeff Clifton. He's going to start P1 here. So 63 laps. We're on lap 63 right now. It's been the Chris Medford show on that 44. Our first caution. It's a stage caution. So no incidents on the track that have brought out the yellow flag. Should be green next time by. Not this time, next time, next lap. So lap 65 will be green. Kevin Winker will take us to the green flag. Chris Medford will be. Looks like Winker wants that top line. We'll see. Greg Wellen slides off. Has to top off with some fuel. We are going green next time by. Kevin looks like he's going to take that high line, give the bottom line to the 44, which will put the 83 right behind him. Randy Bledsoe in 4th. Or Derek Paulson in 4th. Randy Bledsoe in 5th. Jeff Clifton, who is your points leader, looks like he's going to start on the outside of row 3. Then you have Brian Miskell on the inside of row 4. Todd Poston outside of him. Mikey Campbell. There's Greg Wellen coming out. Len McNeese also topping off. So getting some strategy here. Some of these guys hoping to take a couple extra laps. Hope maybe a caution will come out. The top 9 took tires except for first place, number 42. Kevin Winker, he took tires last time he was in about, I'd say 20 laps ago. And the pace truck should be coming off here shortly. So there'll be some exciting stuff here going to turn 1. We'll see if that 44 can do it. Green flag is out. Medford with a good start. Winker with a great start as well. Down to turn 1 we go. 44 and 83 on the low side. Kevin really high there in turn 1. Those 44 and 83 there are going to check out now. They checked out at the beginning of this race. Kevin Winker behind that 83. He's whooping that high line. Here comes the 81, Randy Bledsoe. He's going to pick up P3 as Kevin Winker gets shuffled back to 4th. Here comes Derek Paulson in that 6th truck. And the 33 of Brian Miskell Jr. Derek Paulson going to work the inside. There you got Kevin Winker working that high line. Brian Miskell all kinds of loose there. Able to save it though. Driving there by the 33. Settling back behind. But up front, it's at 44 again. It's pulled out to a half-second lead already. On the 83, Chris Medford, the star of the show tonight. Brandon Medford, the 83, right there behind him. Randy Bledsoe, all over his bumper. Medford, your pole setter tonight. posting into the wall hard. It's going to hurt him a little bit. Sending backwards. He was in sixth. I'd imagine he'll go further back than sixth. Further back. Randy Bledsoe looking for a lane over Brandon Medford. Can't find it. Here comes Derek Paulson and Brian Miskell Jr. That is second, third, fourth, and fifth. They're all chasing that 44 still. Chris Medford in the lead. He has been the strongest truck tonight. Bledsoe looking, just going to stay behind the 83 for now. Get his tires underneath him. His tires about 3 or 4 laps in. They're nice and worn in now. That's why you see a lot of these guys on the white line as these tires wear. It's like Randy Bledsoe up into the wall a little bit, just touching it just ever so slightly. Gave Brandon Medford a little bit of a gap to him, slowed Randy down, and puts Derek Paulson right behind him. Derek and Brian want to get around that 81 if they can. Derek again working that high line. He loves that high line. There's Randy Bledsoe. Going to try the inside line. Oh, so close. Can he make it stick? It's a little loose right there. Gonna try drag race. Nope. He's gonna get tuck in behind him, going down towards 1, and try it again. Can he get him? Cannot get him this lap. Brandon Medford good there in turn 1. So he's got to set his car up again. I'm gonna take a lap or 2. Derek Paulson in the 6 truck back there, just waiting for one of these guys to make a mistake. And he can slide on up, gain a position. Randy also, one thing you got to worry about, you know, all that racing, you just seriously screw that tire, that right front tire. You'll need that right front tire at about 30 laps, so just got to be careful. You want to race, you want to get around the guy in front of you, but at the same time, this has been a strictly green flag race. So you need to keep your tires. Looks like Randy's going to try the outside now. See all those guys coming off the 2. Everyone coming off the 2. Nice there. Kevin Winker, who was your leader coming to that green flag, all the way back in 9th place now. About 8 seconds back of the leader. Randy Bledsoe all over that 83, looking for him to make a mistake. Don't usually see that out of the 83. Randy looks high, goes down low. Try anything he can to get around the 83. He's got to run down into turn 3. Try the low side. See what Brandon does. He's let him go. Nope. He's going to make him earn it. Brandon makes him stay in that bottom lane. May be able to get it here coming off a 2. Nope. Not able to do it. But just barely. There goes Randy. Should clear him now, maybe off 4. He's cleared him. Brandon's going to settle in right behind him. Then try to go the up and under. Looks like Derek Paulson having some problems with his internet. Flashing in and out behind these guys. Brandon Medford able to make the move underneath Randy Bledsoe. Here comes that 6 truck, Derek Paulson. Good racing between these 3 cars, especially the 83 and the 81. Clean, hard racing. You would think the 44 would have checked out by now, but he's not. He's still only a half second in front of these guys. These guys are really pushing themselves. Randy Bledsoe seriously sideways. He's going to fall with Derek Paulson. So I said that 6 car, he was just waiting for that to happen. And that may be a case of Randy having tires getting a little too hot there, racing so hard with the 83. As it is, Chris Medford still leads. He's got 4/10 of a second lead on that 83 Brandon Medford. And then Derek Paulson, that 6 truck right there. Never say die, that 6 truck. Less than 50 laps remaining. We're on lap 78. Might be seeing a little bit of a strategy play here by some of these guys. It looks like. Just wondering if they're slowing down to maybe just spread out their pit stops. I don't know. That might be what the thinking of the 44 is. That's why he hasn't taken off and just run away with this thing. Sean Wilder in the pits. Todd Poston was in the pits. He had some damage there after hitting the wall a couple times. Here comes the 83. '83's coming, catching that 44 all of a sudden. 44 is definitely slowed down here some here after the stage caution. Oh, the 44 and the 83 both coming down to the pit lane. 20 laps. It's about time for those guys, what they've been doing lately. Give that lead over to the 6 truck, Derek Paulson. We'll see how many laps he goes. The leader in points for this series, Jeffrey Clifton, up to 6th place now, 3 seconds back of Derek and the 6 car, so he's in this lead group here as well. The 44 and the 83 are just out in front of the 6 truck right now. You see him coming off pit lane there. Here comes the 6 truck. So at the very end of the lead lap are Chris and Brandon Medford. Derek's going to keep on out, keep it out on the track. Not come in yet for fuel. Last pit on 61. Again, then we had 4 laps of caution. So he still has a few laps of flag racing if you'd like. Down in turn number 3, Derek Paulson, your race leader right now. Here, oh, he's coming to the pits. Ooh, that was close between him and Randy Bledsoe. The 81 nearly took the rear bumper off of him. The 81's your leader now. Greg Well in the 11 car right behind him. Here comes the 42. Kevin Winker into the pits. We race near the 81 right now. Randy Bledsoe. He's going to stay out. Here comes 33 Brian Miskell Jr. coming into the pits. Off a turn two. Derek Paulson coming out for the 81. 81 might be coming in now. That might be why he's coming down to that low line. Here he comes. That'll give the race lead over to the 11 car, Greg Wellen. Greg topped off a little bit right before they went back to green, so he might have another couple laps in him. We'll see what he does. Len McNeese in second. Told you, Len is sneaky good here. He knows how to run his tires. He knows how to run the fuel mileage game here at this track. Len's at 1.7 seconds back of the 11 truck. Looks like the 11 truck's going to be coming in for pits. No, he's not. He'll stay back out. Jeffrey Clifton in the 15 truck. He's in. Comes from third place down pit road. And two cars left that have not pitted. Greg Well, Len McNeese. These guys are stretching as far as they can. Here comes the 11 truck. He's coming down pit road. Here comes the 84 and the 94 Troy Radford. So those three cars are coming in. That'll give the lead here to the 44 when he comes around. Right now coming off a turn, a little high there. See if they can get out in front of the 11 and the 84. And they will. The 11 and the 84 just now coming off a pit road. Right, for those guys, they're taking the long run. We still have 35 laps, 36 laps before the checkered. So there's another couple stops for these guys to make something happen. Luke Gray in the pits now. He may have parked it. Right now it's the Chris and Brandon Medford show. The 44 and the 83. Derek Paulson in third. He's almost 3 seconds back. Then you have Greg Well now 11 car. Randy Bledsoe and then Len McNeese and Jeffrey Clifton. Those top seven got 8.5 seconds. Separate each of them. In 8th position, you have Kevin Winker. He is 20-some seconds back, so pretty big discrepancy from 1st to 8th. Chris Medford stretching out a little bit over the 83, almost 0.7 of a second there. I want to thank you all for listening to us and watching us on Victory Lane Broadcasting. This is the Pit Stall Premier Series Trucks finale here at Homestead Miami Track. We're on lap 92 of 125. A race that has been dominated here by Chris Medford, that 44. Ball setter was 83, Brandon Medford, who sits in second place right now. Those two have stretched out to about over a 3.5 second lead over third place Derek Paulson. speeds have slowed down considerably. I still wonder if they're doing some things with fuel or what have you. Greg Wellen able to take over from that 6 truck. I don't know if he had a problem, maybe hit the wall, but Greg Wellen now out in front in 3rd place. Coming up on lap traffic, Todd Poston in the 31 is the next car in front of Chris Medford. He would put him a lap down if he's able to catch him. Laps remaining here. Pit stop's probably about 6 laps or so, I would imagine. Maybe they try to stretch it to 105, maybe 10 laps. That might be what they're doing here with their fuel, and they're slowing it down a little bit, the 44 and the 83. Medford built that lead out to 1.3 seconds. Starting to put up a little gap there on the 83. Then you have the 11, the 6, the 81, the 84, and the 15. Those top 7 within 10 seconds of your leader. On lap 97, last pit stop for the 44 was on lap 81, so he's 16 laps into this cycle. His pit window has been about 20 laps, although the way he's driving, he's slowed it down a little bit. In these last 10 laps or so, maybe he's trying to make it to 105. Really slow here, 139, 140. You see this, their stint lengths have varied, 23:17, 21:20:17. Been a little bit all over the place there for all the cars as they're putting the 092 in lap. Give you kind of idea where these guys have been doing. Derek Paulson took 24 laps in that second stint to grab the lead for a little bit. Then he only had a short 13-lap stint to get him to the stage caution. Good idea. Good kind of give you an idea of where their pits are. Todd Poston going a lap down at 31. Down to 26 laps to go. Ooh, the 092 is into the wall. Can he be able to get away? That's good. No caution, no caution. 092 able to clean it up. We come up to lap 100 here. 25 laps remaining. Chris Medford, 1.5 second lead over 83 Brandon Medford. And you have Greg Wellen that 4 second back. Should see pit stops here in the next 5 laps or so, I would think. They need to make sure they have enough in case there is a green-white checker. The way this race has gone, though, it's been green flag except for the stage caution, so I I would expect green flag racing from here on out. 24 laps remaining. I think these guys will be good if they come in this time. And when they come in, is it fuel? Fuel and tires? Is it only right sides? Here comes the 6 car, Derek Paulson. He's coming down pit road. There's the 6 truck. He was in 4th place. 44, Chris Medford still leading. Let's see if he comes down this time. He's going to stay on out. Here comes the 31, Todd Poston down pit road. Derek Paulson, 10 seconds. Looks like he took right sides and gas. We'll see how that works out. See if he has the balance he needs to go to the end. Chris Medford, 2-second lead over Brandon Medford, the 83. Greg Wellen, 5 seconds back on that 11 truck. 22 laps remaining, getting to the end here. Chris Medford keeps it out some more. Just doing a mega run here. They save some fuel in the middle of this stint. Hoping it pays off here, going off of turn 2. "21 laps remaining." Randy Bledsoe, Jeffrey Clifton into the pits. Here comes the 44 down pit road, and same with the 83. Looks like Greg Wellen's going to stay out there. We'll see what these guys do on their pit stops. Nice and easy in there. No need to rush if you're the 44. He's going to get right sides at least right there. You see that? He's going to get 4 sets of tires. We'll see how this plays out with Derek Paulson. Derek looked like only got 2 sets. Got the right sides only. Here comes Derek right there. Oh, we're under caution. Under caution, the 83. Looks like the 83 had some problems. As we are under caution with a first time full incident. We'll see what happens here. Looks like he's getting tires. He must just broke loose when he started. Oh, he just loses it right there. Right there, just lost it. Just new tires, not warm. Takes it in the grass into the runoff area and it throws the caution. Really won't hurt him that much. As long as he gets those tires scrubbed off, which he'll have plenty of time to do that. So that's your caution right there. The 11, the 42 coming down. Should give the lead back to the 44 eventually. Under 20 laps to go here tonight. Our first caution for an incident. Not what the 44 wanted to see, that's for sure, but he's been strong enough. I would imagine he'd be alright to the finish. Once again, he got 4 tires. That 6 car who's going to be sitting in second place only got right sides. We'll see how that works here for this last little bit of racing. Looks like they need to do a little bit of sorting out. There's cars all over the place. I imagine a lot of these cars are going to have to wave around. That's going to include Brandon Medford, the 83, 81, Randy Bledsoe, Todd Poston. Base light's still on, so still have another lap and a half at least to caution before we go back to green. It's been a great race. The 44 has dominated. The 83 has stuck with them as much as he can, although the 83 just having problems off pit road. Bringing out the caution. Car is clean. Just tried to take a bath in the grass. He'll be all right. Just have to start further back in the field and try to make some ground up on these last 10 to 15 laps here. See if these 3 cars do the wave around. There we go. Pace car lights are off. Chris Medford wants that bottom lane. He's got 4 fresh tires. Based on pit times, I'm assuming Derek has 2 fresh right sides and enough gas. So you would think the 44 has an advantage. Greg Wellen in 3rd, Kevin Winker in 4th, Troy Radford in 5th. Then you have Brandon Medford and Randy Bledsoe. Pace car. Pace truck. Should be darting off here pretty soon. Up to the flag stand. That'll show the green. And we'll go racing. 15 laps to go. Green flag is out. See how the start is. Start by everybody. Looks like a little squirrely back there, but we all get going. Chris Medford down to the inside. Derek Paulson up high. He might want to come back down low, and he's going to. Greg Wellen looking for a spot. Got really loose there, and he's in the wall. And there's incidents all behind him. The caution flag is out. The 11 car, the 84, the 33. All kinds of problems there. So we're back under caution here. Everyone should be good fuel-wise no matter what. We'll go back here to Len McNeese for under green. And it happens with the 11 car. He slides up. He's looking for somewhere to go. After Derek dives down into that bottom line. I think he's just in between a groove. Doesn't know what he wants to do. And it just gets him really loose, that 11 car right there. He's loose. Trying to fight it. Takes him back up to the wall. And now Len's loose. 33 gets him. 11. Collects Todd Poston. So 5 cars involved. It's 5 cars either tow or will limp around. Use the fast repair. They do have 2 fast repairs. Jeff Clifton getting the wave around. That'll be good for him. Again, your top 4 in points are eligible for this truck championship. Jeff Clifton, who you saw just get the wave around, who sits, I think, in 7th position, was first in points coming in. Kevin Winker was second in points coming in, but he sits in 3rd right now. In 3rd position, Luke Gray, who Luke's had a pretty rough night of it. He's sitting some 29 laps back, and then Sean Wilder was 4th in points. He's sitting 38 points back. So really it's Kevin Winker and Jeffrey Clifton. Jeff had a 39 point lead heading into tonight. But with the points here in pit stall, you just never know. So 12 laps to go. Still have another lap and a half of caution. We'll go back to green with about 10 to go. Everyone should be good on fuel. They've made their last pit stop. They're good to go to the end. Still have another lap of caution, it looks like. Pace truck lights are still on as they try to straighten everything out here. Looks like we have 7 cars on the lead lap. Brandon Medford in first. Derek Paulson is going to be in second in that 6 car. Kevin Winker in the 42 is in third. Randy Bledsoe in that 81 is in fourth. Troy Radford in that 94 is in fifth. In 6th, you have Brandon Medford as your pole setter. And in 7th, Jeffrey Clifton. Won't get the green flag this time by, but I'm going to imagine it'll be next time by as we get ready. 10 laps to go this time past the start-finish line. Truck lights are off, so we are going green next time by. Again, this is the Pit Stall Premier Series from Homestead Miami Speedway. This is the Truck Series finale here on Victory Lane Broadcasting. Thanks for joining us here tonight. It's been a great race. A lot of green flag race in the 44, the 6, the 83 have all shown their muscle, and it comes down to these last 10 laps. Let's see if Chris Medford can take the checkered flag. He has raced a perfect race, it seems, so far, and led the majority of the laps tonight. He's chosen the low line, bottom lane here tonight. In 3 and 4, pace truck should scoot off here shortly. Again, this race also has championship implications. You see the 42 right there. He's one of the final 4. So is the 15. Get a little further back. Green flag is out. Can Chris Medford keep the lead? Down in turn number 1, this is where we saw problems before. Cars getting loose. Tires weren't quite warm. As the 44 drives away, the 6 car just not able to keep up with him. And here comes that 83 in the low line for Brandon Medford. He was your pole setter. He was fast. Here comes Kevin Winker. And that 42 up high. He's in the wall. That's going to hurt him. The 6 car loose. Here comes the 83. Your pole setter, Brandon Medford. The Randy Bledsoe right behind him. These two guys have been racing back and forth. Good hard racing all race long. 8 laps to go. And the 94 Troy Radford, he gets loose, but he's able to save it down below the white line. Randy Bledsoe looks to the inside of the 83, trying to make it work. Tried this about 20 or 30 laps ago. And I'll try it again. There's your podium so far. Chris Medford dominant. Brandon Medford in second. And Randy Bledsoe in third so far. 7 laps remaining. The 44 is taken off and running high. This now is for second between the 83 and the 81. And in turn 3, Randy just not able to get close enough to that 83 at all. So it's 2/10 of a second back. Right there, lap 18 he was fat, 119, a little bit slower. See how it goes into lap 120. Just not able to get close enough. In 4th place, Derek Paulson, but he's a 1.5 back. Randy make up a little bit of a little ground there. Just a little bit more. Coming in 5 laps to go. The 44 is gone. It's between the 83 and the 81 for second. Bledsoe trying all he can down that low line. He's got a good run here coming off of 4. Let's see if we can do anything going into 1. A little bit of a block there by the 83. Evasive action by the 81. You see that right there. 1/10 of a second faster. Ooh, he comes up close. Can he make it stick? Looks like he can. Into 3. He's going to get second place. 4 laps to go, but Brandon Medford will not be denied. Coming back strong on the outside. Right behind him, Jeffrey Clifton sits a 1.5 back. Would love nothing more than to see these guys make a little bit of a mistake so he can slide up into second. Down the backstretch they go. Chris Medford continues to lead. Bledsoe running better laps than him right now, though. Off of 4, 3 laps to go. 2 laps to go now. Down to turn 1, the 81, a little bit off the white line, comes back down. He seems to have control now of this. Has run faster laps. Derek Paulson, evasive action out of the white line, got loose coming off of turn 2. Randy Bledsoe is just poured on now. Super strong. Final lap here. White flag is out. We're going to watch the leader. Chris Medford is going to be your winner tonight. It looks like last lap has dominated tonight. Just done so well. Pit strategy has been on point. And this truck, this 44, has been on rails tonight. Chris Medford going to take the checkered flag. Randy Bledsoe in second. Brandon Medford in third. Jeff Clifton in fourth. He's your top points getter for the Final Four. He was your points leader coming in, so he'll win the Truck Series Championship. The winner, though, for tonight's race, that 44, Chris Medford. Take a break real quick. We'll get these guys into the booth and we'll chat it up a little bit with them, see how they thought the race went.
It's perfect because I can't see it.
Well, I'm back here at the top three. Chris Medford finished in first, Randy Bledsoe in second, Brandon Medford in third. I'm going to talk to Chris first. Chris, your truck was on rails tonight. You blew these guys out of the water. How was the race for you?
This is one of the best tracks I think there is. You can run high, you can run low, you can run middle. It's just so racy. I've always been a bottom feeder here. I don't know why. I just always have been. It suits my racing style the best. But no, I mean everybody was fast from me to Brandon to Randy to Derek to Greg. I mean we was just all really right there, especially at the beginning of that race. We was all within a couple tenths from each other, but it was a great race by everybody. I mean, there's no negative I have to say about that.
Yeah, it was a great race. I mean, the top three, actually top four. You throw Derek in there; he was up there racing with you guys a lot. It was good. Talk about the pit strategy. It seemed like after that first pit stop, you really gapped them out a little bit there. I mean, what did you do differently on that?
Just no mistakes. I mean,
Okay.
that's key number one. You can't make no mistakes there. Um, and obviously we only had two extra sets of tires, so I didn't put tires on until that halfway break. So it was a little rough there. Not one to give it all I can give it. Off the pit stop, but it made for great strategy.
Yeah, it was great, man. And again, congratulations on the win. It was dominant tonight from my perspective. That 44 truck was just on rails. Anyone you want to give a shout out to? Think?
Yeah, thanks to everybody that puts on here for the pit stall. It's we used to do super speedways, and now we're doing this, and the racing has been phenomenal. I've watched many races that I haven't been in, and just the racing is phenomenal by these guys. So hats off to everybody in this, from admins to racers to even you broadcasting. It's so fun to race clean with these guys. It makes racing fun. Shout out to Tyler Hilton for the paint scheme, Racer Riley, just everybody. I mean, it was a great race by everybody from head to toe.
Good deal, man. Congratulations. Now, let's slide to Randy. Randy, man, you and Brandon fought back and forth, it seemed like all race. I mean, talk about those last 10 laps with you and the 83 truck. Good battle there.
Yeah, we had a couple of great battles there after that stage race. After lap 60, we battled then. That was fun. Good, clean racing.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you guys are racing hard, racing clean, though. Just super good. I mean, what'd you think of the race tonight?
Oh, it was a blast. I knew it was going to be a good green flag shot all night. It was really fun. I had fun.
Yeah, it was fun from my perspective. I mean, it was fun watching everyone chase the 44 down. You guys were getting close, it seemed like, on occasion, but when he wanted to set sail, he could. Anyone that you want to give a shout out to or thank?
I'll give a shout out to all the pit stop guys, or pit stall, sorry. Give a shout out to all those guys. They did a good job, put on good races, good clean races tonight. That was a good fun race.
Good deal, man. Well, congratulations on second place tonight. Now we're going to slide on down to Brandon. Brandon, you weren't quite as fast as your brother, but you did get the pole. I mean, what happened there? It seemed like you were right behind your brother after that first set of pit stops. It seems like you fell back a little bit, and I mean, something happened in the pit stop.
No, I really wasn't nothing with a pit stop. He just got in the pits better than me and got off pit road, and he stretched that gap out there. And then I had burnt my tires up a little bit there in the beginning, and so he had a little better tire wear. But no, he just kicked our butts.
Did the battle with the 81 there when you guys were going back and forth, did that hinder your car at all? The tires?
The first time we were side by side, I don't think it did. Our tires were pretty worn at that point, or you know, pretty early on. But the tires didn't wear too bad. I mean, it took a long time to wear them out. So I don't think that hurt me any. Chris was just, I don't know, he was just faster than the rest of us. We weren't going to catch him.
Yeah, he was just on another plane, man. But congratulations, one on the pole. Also, top three, still pretty good. It was a good race. Anyone you want to shout out to or thank?
Yeah, I want to thank all the guys here at the pit stall. This is a lot of fun to race with these guys. Like Chris said, it used to be super speedways only. Now they ventured out into the trucks, and racing here at Homestead and other tracks. So it's a lot of fun, just like tonight. A lot of green flag action. Everybody was racing clean. So that was a lot of fun. And I'd like to thank Chris for helping me with this pit strategy and my Falcon teammates. And Zoe's place I carry on the truck, special to us here back home. And then you for the broadcast. And then I really, really want to say thanks to Randy for the clean racing there. That was a lot of fun.
Well, good job, guys. You guys are the epitome of pit stall, man. Put on clean, hard racing. It's fun to watch, fun to broadcast. So congratulations to you three.
Thanks, man.
So there you have it. This is the Truck Series finale for Pit Stall Premier here from Homestead. Your winner, Chris Medford, dominant tonight. Just led a ton of laps. The 81, the 83, Brandon Medford, Randy Bledsoe, those guys put on a heck of a show, battling back and forth for second and third. Also, Derek Paulson was up in that chase. And also want to congratulate Jeffrey Clifton. Jeff won the Truck Series Championship of the Pit Stall Premier. So he finishes first there, and he finished fourth overall tonight. So great there. One more race here for the Pit Stall Premier Series. Right now it's scheduled for December 4th. It's in the Cup Cars at Talladega. Should be a good one as the crown and overall points champion between all of the cars that they race here, Xfinity, Truck, and Cup. So it should be good finale here on December 4th. I want to thank you all for joining me here on Victory Lane Broadcasting to watch the Pit Stall Premier Series. These guys put on a heck of a show. We'll be back on the air tomorrow night to broadcast NSRA Sunday Select. They are in the midst of their playoffs, the Super Speedway playoffs. So join us tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. We'll be talking then. Otherwise, again, thank you for joining us, and it was fun to broadcast this Pit Stall Premier Series from Homestead. Y'all have a good night.